Hello. So here we have the two sprue molds, the two big boy molds for the Liliane dice. As you'll recall, we had two designs. One of them was the basic smirchy kind of blue, and the other one was sort of a icy, translucent blue with hopefully a little strand of something inside. Both of the little cups are in here. They've been setting for not quite 24 hours, more like 20 hours, which is pretty good. They should be cured by now. The concern for these ones is that there will be a bubble near the top. That's why I put in little pipettes at the top to sort of serve as a makeshift reservoir. If they're completely fine, there's no air bubbles, then they should be viable. And the secondary consideration is design. I'm not sure if I piped enough of that Smurfy blue inside the transparent one for it to actually kind of look good. There's a decent chance it'll just be kind of this blob of blue near the top, which you might not find appealing. So without further ado, let's give this a shot. We're going to start with the only blue one, the solid blue. So this one, I'm going to pull out the sprue first. It seems to be stuck. So we're going to rip off the paper first. And this is going to reveal the mold. And as you can see, the mold is split down the middle. There's sort of a line there. And so the idea is that I open it up and then I kind of pop it out. What do we see in here? Oh, interesting. So as you'll recall for this one, I also spread a little bit of white mica around the mold, to give it an extra kind of interesting cloudy effect. And I'm sort of digging that. All right, here's what we're working with. You can sort of see that there. Very interesting. I'm checking now for bubbles. So there's some light bubbles. You can make some use of this. There's more bubbling that I'd like, but I think it's still a viable die. So that one, here you go. I'll give you a nice close-up shot later on via camera, but that's what that one looks like. Now we're going to take a look at the transparent one. I think this one looks very cool. I think I was aiming for more of an icy blue, but this is actually more of a cloudy, kind of like a pleasant day kind of thing with clouds in the sky. So that's interesting. And here we go again. It's got the sprue in there, little reservoir. I'm gonna open it up. We got some flashing here that's preventing us from doing that. I'm gonna take that off. Oh yeah, some thick flashing. There we go. I'm gonna pop this guy open. What do we got? Oh, okay, this is a complete failure. I'm going to tell you what happened. This was not filled sufficiently, and it wasn't clear immediately. So here, this part of it actually looks kind of cool, but as you can see, the whole bottom of it is gone. So that one's not amazing. But actually it looks kind of interesting because you can see it's got this deep reservoir there. So the error for that one was that, you just couldn't see. It was too thick. You couldn't see that it was completely pulled yet. So I think we've got one viable die here. It's sort of a cloudy kind of thing. It's interesting. Once you number those, once you letter it with probably either a really dark silver, maybe that gunmetal thing that I loaned to Rebecca, or possibly just a base white, or you could go with a really dark blue. I think this would look nice.